Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about upgrading your gear because it couldn't be any easier. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily. So if you do play this game, I would really appreciate to subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to showcase over here is, yes, I am on my ship 1 character. As you can see, I did buy the box suit or the chicken suit, and I am a big fan of it. You can also get this weapon camo for free from the special scratch, which is the Hitsugi katana, and yeah, I'm really happy with this look. But more importantly is of course the gear. You can see I've thrown away all of my old gear. Well, I didn't throw it away, I actually just put it into storage. As you can see over here, when we go to rarity, here is my Neo A katana, and if we go to my armors over here, my Ajax armors are over here. But I have decided to replace all of my gear with the seasonal weapon and seasonal armor. For those who don't know, you can actually come over here to Shandy, which is the event lady. You talk to her, exchange seasonal points, and right here is an entire list of every single seasonal weapon. Now, the most important thing about these seasonal weapons is, first of all, they are limit broken. So yes, you do not need arms refiners. You can just use your golden prim sword to immediately enhance this to level 61, and you will gain a 6th augment slot, which you can put whatever you want. Second of all, these augments on the weapon itself are pretty solid. As we can see on the second page, it gives 9.5% all potency for everything. So regardless of what class you're playing, you will be able to use any of these weapons, and they're gonna give you some potency, which is very nice. But most importantly is its weapon potential is already unlocked to level 6, which gives you 26% potency, 10% crit rate, as well as 10% damage resistance. Now on top of that, against seasonal enemies, you get an additional 10% potency, additional 25% crit rate, and an additional 30% damage resistance. These two added together, it's very powerful. And more importantly, in the event shop, you can also pick up the Epitus Armor Vita. As you can see over here, it's already enhanced to level 60. However, it's also limit broken. So you can simply just use this armor and just get your gold prim armors too, feed it to level 61, and you're good to go, and you have 6 augment slots. It's very nice. It also has some pretty decent augments, which gives you 15.3% all potency, which is very solid. Now, the reason why I decided to abandon my Neo A weapon as well as my Ajax armors in favor for the seasonal weapon as well as the seasonal armors is because, one, I don't want to farm for any more arms refiners because I just don't care about them anymore, and two, I'm going to be farming a lot of seasonal enemies. So I'm going to be farming a lot of Resil Forest because I do want a chance of getting that Tisha katana, of course, over here. However, other than that, I'll also be going up to North Alio to farm the Recon Gigantics over here for Giga Strugments, and I'll also be running the limited time quest over here where all of the mobs are seasonal enemies as well. Now, don't forget, next week we're actually getting another limited time quest where it's a 4-man version where you literally just blast through and kill a ton of enemies, and all of those enemies are also going to be seasonal enemies. So by having the seasonal weapon, I'm going to be able to take full advantage of this extra 35% crit rate, 40% damage resistance, as well as 36% potency. Now, the damage resistance isn't exactly 40% because it's multiplicative, it's not really additive, but nevertheless, this is extremely powerful from 1 augment slot alone. Because remember, that was the weapon potential plus 1 augment slot. We still have 5 other augments. So you can actually make this weapon incredibly strong, incredibly powerful against seasonal enemies. That is the big catch. If you decide to do any content that is not seasonal enemy based, these weapons are gonna flop and be absolutely useless. Well, they're not gonna be absolutely useless, but they're gonna be significantly weaker against non-seasonal enemies. But enough talk about me, let's talk about you. What augment should you guys be using for your seasonal weapon as well as your seasonal armor? For the smart cookies out there, all you need to do is copy this for your seasonal weapon. You're literally going to use the seasonal augment over here, stat 4, mastery 4, soul 4, ult secreta 4, as well as giga stat 4. Now, you don't have to go Giga Stat 4 if you can't afford it. You can simply go Giga Stat 3, or if you want to go more tanky, you can go Dreadkeeper 4. Now, for your armors, it's going to be a little bit different because we don't have a seasonal augment for the armors. So it's going to be Stat 4, Mastery 4, Soul 4, Doable 4, ult secreta 4, as well as Giga Stat 4. These are the ones that you want to go for. As you can see over here, this actually gives me 21.5% potency on this armor alone, gives me 80 HP as well as 5 PP. Now, I haven't completed my last 2 armors yet, but currently if you look at my stats over here, I do have 85.7% potency. Alright, with all of that said and done, it is now time to show you where to get all of these augments, because the majority of them are going to be right here at the event shop. You're simply going to talk to the event shop, you're going to go exchange seasonal points, and you're going to scroll down a little little bit over here, and you can see right here we've got stat 4. So depending on what stat you want to do, remember orange is always melee, blue is always range, as well as yellow is always technique. So pick whatever you want. You can actually buy 40 of each capsule, so that's going to help you a ton. Mastery 4 you can buy, but don't use it, save it for now. We've got our Giga Stat 4s over here. I already bought my Giga Smite 4s, but you can buy 10 of each right here. Now keep in mind, in 2 weeks time we will get a refresh for the store. They will add in new items, so we will be able to purchase even more Giga Stat 4s later down the line. We just can't buy it this week or next week. Okay, next up we've also got our Soul 4s. So I already bought my freed Soul 4s, but if you have range you can buy the Doldora Souls, and if you are technique you could buy the Nil Souls. You can also buy 10 Dreadkeeper 4s if you want that, and you can also buy the doable stats over here if you need that. Now more importantly is you can also get your 200 alpha reactors over here, which is going to give you 700,000 Meseta. So that's definitely going to help you quite a bit, and you can also get some N augment success rate plus 10% over here if you need that as well. But something a lot of people don't realize is actually our creative spaces shop has updated as well. So when we run all the way over here to Archie, which is the architectural researcher, we talk to her, we go to exchange Genesis points, and you can see that her shop has updated as well. So we can also get some more Dreadkeeper 4s here, we can get some more freed souls over here, we can actually get more stat 4s as well. So there's a bunch of capsules over here which you can pick up again for free, even the Ajax armors or the Aegis Integras if you need that as well. So it's very, very convenient over here, so that is very nice. But with all of that being said, let us actually augment our armor now that we've picked up all of this stuff. So first of all, we need to go to item enhancement because we need to enhance our armor to 61 in order to unlock the 6th augment slot. So we're going to go over here, we're going to go to all storage and then rarity, and you can see over here I've got a bunch of golden prim armors too, which I farmed in the high rank combat zones. We're going to feed that in. Over here I've got a, oh, I actually have a 100% booster. Sure, we will use, nah, we're not going to use that. We'll use a 10% and we'll gamble. So let's see if we get a great success, and of course we get a great success, and there we go. So now we have 6 augment slots. As you can see, we're going to do the same with this armor right here. So again, by rarity, so gold prim armors 2. It doesn't take too long to farm all of these, maybe like an hour or 2 and you should be good. We're not going to use the 100% because we do have quite a few golden prim armors. So again, by rarity, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and there we go, we got it to 61. So now that we've unlocked the 6th augment slot for all of our armors, it is now time to replace some of these augments. So we're actually going to be keeping the Alt Secreta 4 as well as the Mastery 4, and then we're going to be replacing everything else. However, a lot of people ask me, where do I get the 20% success rate boosters? And as a free-to-play player, you have 2 methods to get the booster. The first one is through the special scratch. So when you go to the prize list over here, scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see right here, augmentation success rate plus 20%. Remember, this is augmentation success rate. You need the augmentation one, not the enhancement, okay? This enhancement success rate plus 100% is for enhancing your weapons, and the augmentation success rate is for augmenting your weapons. These are 2 separate things, okay? So this is where you can get your 20% boosters, is through the special scratch tickets, and you get a bunch of special scratch tickets by doing your weeklies, your dailies, and stuff like that. Now on top of that, throughout this event, we currently have the PSO2 11th anniversary special scratch ticket, and if we go to the prize list over here, scroll to the very bottom, you can also see we have an N augmentation success rate plus 20%, as well as star gems as well. That's pretty nice. So you can see over here that I have 30 of these scratch tickets because you can actually buy 40 of them from the event shop, so just make sure that you buy them out. Now with all those bought out, we're simply going to use our scratch tickets over here and hope that we get a 20% booster. So here we go, we got a rainbow, we got 3 rainbows, I think 4 rainbows, okay, and Lilipan suit, a weapon camo, perfect, there we go. We got 1 augmentation booster. Can we get another one? Give me another one. Okay, we got the Hitsugi hair, I'll take that. But as you can see from those 30 pulls, we actually have an augmentation success rate plus 15%, a plus 20%. We have a selector ticket, which we can use, but I'm going to be using it for star gems because I value star gems more than the 5%. So I'm just going to gamble over here. All right, now that we've got our augmentation booster, we're going to go to add augments again. Again, go over here and let's go to material storage, Might 4. We're going to find our Melra doable 4s. We're going to find our Giga Smite 4. And where is our Freed Soul 4? And here's the Free Soul 4. Boom. All right. So we're going to put in all 4 of these augments over here. Click confirm. And then let's just change the order right here. So we're going to put Might 4, Mastery 4, Freed Soul 4, Melra doable 4, Alt Secreta 4, and Giga Smite 4. So you can see these are all the augments. Start a fixed augment, confirm, and we're going to pop a 20% booster, which is going to give us a 100% chance on 5 of these augments. However, Gigasmite 4, we are going to be gambling. It is going to be a 90% success rate, so there is a 10% chance that we might fail the Gigasmite 4. So if you can't afford the Gigasmite 4s because they are a little bit expensive, you can always just go with Gigasmite 3 instead as a placeholder and just use that instead, okay? So let us gamble and let us hope that it is a success. And whoo, we did it. Very easy, very nice. So now that we have 2 pieces all set up, we got to do our last piece over here, and we're just going to do the exact same thing. But there we go. We have fully augmented our weapons as well as our armor. However, we do need to enhance our weapon to level 70 in order to get the maximum amount of attack stat. But as we can see here, weapon gives us 14.8% potency. Our armor over here gives us 20.5%. Each piece gives us 20.5%. Now, this is a little bit different over here. You're going to notice my range potency is actually 8.2%, while my tech potency is 11.1%, and it's the other way around for the other 2 armors. The reason for this is simply because over here I have male raw doable, and right here I have male tech doable, because it doesn't matter to me since I only need melee damage since I'm using a katana, and so I don't really care. But now when we look at my total stats, I have 3,635 battle power, 934 HP, 139 photon power, as well as a 105.9% potency. And we managed to do all of this within a very, very small budget. You can see here that, I never had that much money, and yeah, we were able to do it. Now, don't worry if you fail your Gigasmite 4, because I know some people are going to fail their augments because I failed multiple times before. If you fail it, don't worry. If you can afford gambling again with another Gigasmite 4, go ahead. If you can't, then just downgrade to Gigasmite 3, alright? It's gonna be fine. The only difference between Gigasmite 4 and Gigasmite 3 is Gigasmite 4 gives you 5 more HP as well as 0.5% more melee potency. That is it, okay? So it's perfectly fine to just rock Gigasmite 3 if you can't afford Gigasmite 4. You're still gonna have over 100% potency, and you're gonna be able to farm things incredibly efficiently as long as they are seasonal enemies. That is the catch about this build specifically, is you are very powerful against seasonal enemies. Against regular enemies, you're not as powerful. You're gonna be okay, but you're not gonna be super crazy powerful. Another compromise we made with this build is, of course, our photon power is incredibly low. It's only 139 versus what most people will have when they're min-max is almost 200 photon power. So, we are sacrificing a lot of photon power. However, we are getting a lot of HP. We have some decent damage resistance and a significant amount of weapon potency. So this is a very solid budget build. So I highly recommend people to just take a screenshot over here. These are the augments for my weapon. These are the augments for my armor. There you go, easy peasy. Now, don't forget to continuously work on your Revel Coat weapon and enhance it all the way to plus 70. The reason is because, as you can see, the damage difference between a plus 60 weapon versus a plus 70 weapon is almost 200 damage difference, okay? So 200 damage is a very, very big deal. So you want to make sure that you continue to farm your Golden Prim Swords too, and you continue to enhance your weapon all the way to plus 70, because 883 attack versus 689 attack, this is a massive difference. It's very, very important that you actually enhance your weapon to plus 70. It's going to allow you to farm a lot more efficiently. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.